Hello survivors and welcome to another video. The trial by fire event has started and there is a token wheel and there is a fire stash. We're just going to look at these two things and see what sort of rewards we can get. The token wheel has got characters on it if it eventually loads. There we go. So it has got some characters on it in terms of Beta, Harlan, Jesse, I think Fast Negan's in here, Yvette, who else was in here? And it's going to be Lacerator Rick, and I think that's it. I think that was it on the character front, and then the rest will be trainers, pretty much by the looks of things. If it starts on a Lilith and we saw an uncommon trainer at the beginning, it's probably just going to rotate on the trainers. We'll let it go all the way around just to make sure. I mean, we could just check the odds, but I think it's literally just going to be Bert here, and then that's it. And Bert back to Beta. Now it's all about the odds, guys. Fingers crossed. I'm probably going to guess that we're looking at 5% max. I was maybe being a little bit too too nice there. 2% chance of getting a 5-star ascendable, and you've got 98% chance of getting trainers, with 30% of that being a 2-star trainer. That is hard, especially if you want to go for this particular character. Getting Harlan is going to be hard. Getting Jesse is going to get hard to get Roxie. That is a shame. If you already have Harlan, you can do Ascensions to try and get your hands on Jesse. If you don't want to use your tokens here, that makes perfect sense. Now there is a stash as well, so we'll take a look at the stash. And I probably shouldn't kick that go. Okay, so if you complete all 50, you get the 10 required collection items for Roxie. And there's also much better stuff in here. Oh wow. There's extra blue flags down here. I guess you need them to tier her up as well, which is kind of how it works with Axel. And there's only one stash. I would say it looks like the stash is definitely the better thing to open. Now if we go to the museum collection, you can see that there is no timer on Roxie. She's a permanent character that's just sitting here like Axel. So future events could include blue kites, and obviously if you get Harlan or Jesse in future events, it looks like you'll be able to just claim her via getting them through that as well. So it would look like the best thing to do would be to go for your stash first, and then any leftover tokens use on that wheel, just because there's nowhere else to use them. It will require 50,000 tokens to get everything on this stash, with 1,000 tokens per go. There is an odds breakdown, but it doesn't mean too much if you're going to go for everything. But there is an odds breakdown. But you need 50,000 to be able to claim everything here, and then obviously the leftovers you can use on the wheel, which is 1.7k per pull. Oh no, it's not. Where's the 1.7k? The 1.7k is what you get rewards for actually completing tier 6 faction assault, and we'll just check that out. Now, this is where we get to see the sort of rewards we get from this. We'll go to tier 6 rewards. There you go. Everyone in the faction receives 1.7k, and obviously you'll get the bonus bags that you would normally get. It doesn't say the cooldown of this, but it has been reduced. I think when it was done before, it was almost instantaneous, the cooldown. But that's great in terms of the amount of tokens you can get. So to fully complete the stash, you need to complete tier 6 faction assault 30 times. 29.4 or something like that, which would be 30. So you need to do that 30 times, which is kind of a lot in my opinion. However, these do turn up in other parts of the game, if I remember rightly. They will be in rewards for tournaments. They will be in rewards maybe in milestones. They will be in rewards elsewhere. So Faction Assault isn't the only place to get these. But if you were to only get them from Faction Assault, you'd have to do tier 6 30 times, which is a lot of times. I would definitely say the stash is worth going for first, just because you've got a better guarantee of getting good stuff. Any leftover tokens you have, just try and get lucky on the wheel. You could get Alert Beta, who's probably the best character in there in terms of actually being usable within like the top level. And then if you get Harlan or Jesse, you've got one or two characters for the collections as well. But as mentioned, it does look like this is going to be a very long ongoing event. Not so much the trial by fire part of it, but the Roxie part of it. So if you don't get the characters this time round, you can get them another time round. So try and get as many of the flags as possible if you do want to claim her. She doesn't look super spectacular, but she is pretty decent maybe for other parts of the game. I think she has probably got better usage in something like Walker Hordes personally, just based on the fact that she has evasion and that stun will not be able to get resisted, and her damage output could be actually decent against those walkers. But that's the end of my video, guys. Do tell me what you think about this trial by fire event. Which one are you going to go for first? Are you going to go for the stash, or are you going to go for the wheel? If you were going for the wheel, which character are you hoping to get your hands on? Maybe there's a character in that you've just always wanted. Some people do really like Lacerator Rick, for instance. But that's the end of my video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.